might get a little deep. I'm really trying to dive in, bro.
That's
you know
cool.
what I'm saying?
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I live in the deep end of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm naturally in the middle of the water anyway, bro. Let's do it.
Absolutely, because you know the people they love to see the music, but they also want to learn the artist. They want to know who they're listening to, what kind of person.
Inside scoop.
Yeah, give them a certain kind of introspect.
You did.
Yeah, I know big words, nigga.
Yeah, you got them.
Hospital bed.
Oh, for sure. Give me another one.
Porta potty.
One more. Search out.
Serpentine. See? I've been messing that word up all day. Segment 1.
For sure.
It's called Let Us In. Alright, for the people at home that only see the music, you know, who's the person behind it?
Mm-hmm.
When did you realize this was your calling? And what inspired you to step into this world of music and entertainment?
I think my earliest inspirations date back to when I was a kid. But more recently, 2016 is when I started Sabo World. It just started off as like a YouTube channel. I just woke up one day. I was going through like a little dark phase in my life and just needed something. Sabo World was like my Instagram handle, but I wanted to use it for something. And I woke up one morning and just started making inspirational videos. You know what I'm saying? And that's where everything stemmed from, because I was making visuals, creating music to use within those visuals, and just as the years progressed, bro, like, you know, I started doing music in 2017, and here we are. You know, it's just a combination of a lot of things that started off from me just needing something just to honestly help myself in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
I can do that. And one thing about a dark place, man, you get inspired. You know what I'm saying? When you kind of like forced.
Yeah. No, it's your all-time lows is like where you reach your all-time highs.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Absolutely. So yeah, you gotta be like acceptable of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, I always tell people all the time, man, embrace it.
Yeah.
Because you gonna get that everything that you've been praying for gonna come in them dark times.
No, for sure.
That's
bro.
real. That's real.
For sure.
So let me ask you again, what first pulled you into the world of music, film and entertainment? I know you said you started off with a YouTube channel. Like, what was going on before you created this moniker of Sabo World?
Man, it like going back to being a kid, bro. Just even like singing on the way to. I went to private school, bro. So like singing. Going to school with my dad to just have us singing songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing on the radio. It's like something he made up or whatever. Yeah. Just singing. And in the private school, you know, my brother and myself, like, we be in school plays, musicals, not knowing, like, that's what I'm doing or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it dates back all the way back then, as well as being in the church. My pops was a pastor, so...
Oh, you a PK?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Preacher kid.
You know what they say, the cliches, but it might be true, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just be cooling, but from being in a quiet church to, you know, working in the sound booth, I just always been connected to something, as well as, like, my brother was an artist, a rapper at a point in time, so just, like, being on the sideline and just watching his journey, you know what I'm saying, and picking up so much game before I really believed that I could do something, you know, I was just always around it. Within it or just near, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It definitely always start with your upbringing too, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like even for me, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because I hear people tell these stories all the time. I'm like, damn, a lot of us has really lived like the same kind of life growing up.
Yeah, very similar, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you said you was a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
I'm not a preacher's kid, but I have like aunties and like my elders that, you know, in the church.
So you know,
I grew up in
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing, like singing songs, singing gospel songs, not even knowing that would be what I grew up to.
You learning melodies, cadences without even knowing that's what you learning and picking up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so let me ask you now, how has your creative approach evolved since you first started?
If we talking about since childhood, it's just the awareness of knowing, like, what I'm capable of, and then just knowing what I want to do, but... I guess like more recently, like when I started everything 2016, I started being a musical artist.
When did that start?
Professionally, for sure. Here we go. 2017 October, bro. I had just got a degree. Didn't really change much in life.
Come on, man.
One of my buddies I was in the military with, he lost his life, and I had just got kicked out the military. I was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? So I had. Just feeling like what I like doing or what I had already been doing thus far, it hadn't really done much for me. And I was like, I might as well give something that I actually enjoy a try. So that's where like the musical journey really started right there, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So that leads me into my next question. How much of your art is real life and how much of that is like imagination?
And I like that question, bro. And it's like, I have to say it's like 50-50 or it's 100-100. Because they kind of go hand in hand for me. Everything within the music stems from my truest emotions, my feelings that are based on my experiences in life. You know what I'm saying? So it all stems from a very real place. However, with creating music, you know, my imagination takes control because it's like I might want to talk about very specific experiences or stories and I want to talk about people or play just whatever, but I might not want to actually say these names or just, you know what I'm saying? So with the imagination, I'm then able to play with the words. You know, that's where the melodies come into play and that's where the cadences come into play. And it's just being able to, you know, speaking a code in so many words, you know what I'm saying? To where I could get the emotion, the real emotions out, the honest emotions, but just using creativity or my imagination in order to get the message out.
And I can resonate with that a whole lot, bro, because as you are too, I myself, you know, I am a music artist, so like,
for sure.
You know, same, like when it come down to like telling certain stories and like, you know, I might not want to use real names or, you know, sometimes I might use my own situations or I may use situations that I've heard from friends, you know, something that they can resonate with, you know what I'm saying? So I could definitely attest to that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
So when you look back at those early days, what was driving you when nobody else was watching? Now I know you said you had a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? Military, you know what I'm saying? Leaving that, I know that was probably like a whole thing in itself because you pretty much kind of like going from what you used to and what's already set in stone to like revamping your whole
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Man. Honestly, the times when people weren't paying attention, what was the driving force? The jet fuel.
What kept you going?
And still is the jet fuel. It's like the escape from life. You know, it's like a cliche where people, you know, music saved my life. I just love me. And it's like, it's cliche, but it's so real. Like, it's been my escape. It's been my choice of drug. Like, the times where, like,
let's talk about it.
Not having a place to stay or not having a job or just money or, you know, just stability or whatever. It's like needing something to escape from that at times. And it's like, I don't want to sound like, you know, it can seem pessimistic when you say you need to escape from reality, right? But it's like, I find balance in that. And I found a good balance for me with music where it was just like, sometimes the only thing I had in life was music, where it's like, I might not have nowhere to go. I might be staying at one of my homeboy crib, but I might be living in my whip, staying at, like cleaning up at Planet Fitness or whatever the case may be. You feel me?
What it sounds like is you just doing the same thing that, you know, our ancestors did when they was, I hate to go there, but, you know, in the slave fields, they, you know,
for sure.
all this stuff going on, all they had was song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to get past.
Sure.
And it helped.
Yeah.
And it still helps. You know what I'm saying? It's medicine.
No, it's something. It is medicine, but it's something so deep. You can't really even explain it. But the beauty of it all is like when you listen to a song, you can feel it. You understand it. You understand it without somebody having to verbally communicate.
Vibrations. I think it just has to do with like vibrations and you know what I'm saying, frequencies. Yeah.
It's that unseen.
It's a science. Yeah. If you ask me, bro, it's really a science.
I like that though.
That's real now. That's real. I get it to you. All right. How would you describe your sound and your visual style in one sentence? You got one sentence.
Give me a second on this one. I have to say uniquely mature and chaotically organized.
Hey. Can you say that again?
Yeah. Yeah, uniquely mature and chaotically organized. Yeah.
Now let that sink in. Let that marinate and let it sizzle in your spirit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
You know, I do things that I feel like can grab people's attention, but I don't do like what everybody, like, I guess like it's easy to jump on trends or it's easy to like do something that everybody doing if it go viral or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I guess like that's what like the maturity aspect of it, uniquely mature. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna do something that's gonna capture attention, but I'm gonna do it in a manner in which like it just kind of make more sense for me.
Yeah, because it's a lot of stuff out there already. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of stuff out there right now, and it's kind of like drowning out a lot of people that's, you know what I'm saying, really got something to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, music is music. You know, it's like you said, you can get on a song and not even say nothing. Scoopity poop.
Yeah, that shit go viral too now. That bitch go platinum tomorrow.
Scoopity poop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as funny as that was, it went viral. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was just because it was Kanye West doing it or what, but
just let you see.
Yeah. But like, what'd you say one more time?
Uniquely mature and chaotically organized. And that's just like, that's where it's like I do random shit. I do shit that don't make sense. I might add a little element of some stupid poop or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I might add some of that, but I'm gonna put it in a way to where it makes sense when it's in there. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's how I describe my style, my visual and my sonic style is uniquely mature and chaotically organized.
I appreciate you for expounding on that, bro.
Sure.
Okay, now this is the last question of this segment.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're walking in your purpose?
I have to say, yeah. I feel like I'm sleeping in it, waking up in it, you know. I guess the reason why I say yeah is just like I enjoy everything that I do, even like up to the stress that I have at this level of life. It's like it's good stress, you know. I got good problems. I got problems. I don't have the same problems I used to have. The same things that used to bother me don't bother me as much. Yeah. So you know,
that's growth.
No, for sure, man.
That's growth right there.
For sure, man. I definitely say like I do think that I'm walking in my purpose because I love everything I'm doing, and it's like we feel good. You know, at least 89% of the day, shit, you must be doing something within the right realm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro.
Even James Brown said, "Feel good."
About JB, man.
Come on, y'all feel good.
Know about JB.
I look good.
Dig.
I sing good.
Yeah.
What they said last? What's the next thing he said?
Hit me. Dig. Yeah, man. Shouts out to James Brown, man.
For sure. R.I.P. that boy. Yeah, that's real now.
No, for sure, man. Yeah.
Hey, you trying to go? The bartender never came back. You trying to go hit the bar real quick?
Yeah, let's do that, bro.
Oh, this is nice. No green wall, so that means no 18% gratuity.
Okay.
So we can have a good time.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How you doing, Miss Mayo?
Good.
Good. What can I get for you guys today?
I'll have what he's having.
Let me do a strawberry kiwi Capri Sun.
A Capri Sun?
Never mind. I'll just take a water.
A water?
Sure, bro?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure.
Here you are.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem. And these are for you guys.
Oh. I know you're probably asking yourself, why the hell do we have white dry waste?
Yeah, I'm glad you already know. I'm wondering, bro. What is it? Talk to me, bro.
We're gonna have a little fun. That's it. You like having fun, right?
Yeah, let's have some fun, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
We work hard enough. We can have a little fun.
Got to have some fun, bro.
All right, so we're gonna jump straight into it. This segment is called This or That. No overthinking, just vibes. I'm just trying to see how you move in a studio kind of setting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and I'm gonna even play with you. Okay. You write down your answer, and I'm gonna write down mine. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bet.
And we're gonna go like that. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. The first one: morning sessions or late night sessions?
Morning sessions or late night sessions? Let's see.
You got your answer?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Do it.
Let's show the camera.
Boom. What you put, my boy?
I said morning. You see my
we got morning sessions.
See my little son?
Yeah, man, morning session. I don't. It's something about being up early, just naturally, like the rest of the world, kind of like slowed down. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a creative edge. I feel like I got. You know.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. For me, I say morning because like I feel like that's when all my fresh ideas are, you know what I'm saying, fresh in my brain.
Right there.
And if I'm doing a late night session, I already had a full day. I want to kind of like chill and decompress around that time. You know what I'm saying? So morning, wake up fresh on it.
Don't get it out.
Get it out the way, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel accomplished, like I did something that day.
Yeah, already you started the day on a good foot.
Exactly. All right, cool. Next question. Freestyle or pen and pad?
Okay. I got mine, my boy.
All right, we're gonna flip the camera. What you got?
I put freestyle, bro.
I got pen and pad. Why you say freestyle?
It's just naturally being in that element for me. Like I record a lot of my own music, so typically I'm sitting in front of the computer. You know, I'm able just to hit record and edit it up myself. So it's like that is a writing process. Because sometimes it's like I have too many thoughts to put down on paper all at once. However, I do still like the pen and pad method, though. You feel me? But
honestly, I put pen and pad only because same. I like to. It didn't have the punch in method.
Yeah. Okay, so that's when I seen freestyle. That's what I was thinking of. You feel me? Got you.
But so yeah, I mean, me personally, you know, because I sing as well. You know, I can get in the studio. Like one thing I like to do, if I'm doing like a freestyle kind of approach to it, like I like to come up with a melody first. You know what I'm saying? And then fill in the words.
Because you'll find the words later.
Yeah,
once
exactly.
You got that melody, you got the foundation.
Yeah, and that's the feeling of what you're gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Sure.
All right. Next question. One mic take or stacking layers?
Okay.
All right, I got mine. So what you got?
I got mine too, bro.
Oh, you just like me, stacking layers.
Stacking layers, man.
You got to, bro.
Stacking layers, man.
Well, like one takes, those be cool if it fits for that
song. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like stacking layers is how you like fill in those blanks. You know what I'm saying?
You can add thickness and presence to a vocal. Yeah, exactly, bro.
I remember I was watching a video about Michael Jackson recording was it Smooth Criminal, and they went through and he had like 7 stacks.
Oh yeah, it was
just melodies, different octaves, and you know what I'm saying, hitting different notes and filling in those pockets.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's how you build a song.
Build it out, yeah, exactly, bro. Now we on the same page with that one for sure.
I feel that. All right, next question: raw emotion or a perfect mix?
Okay.
I got mine.
Got mine too, bro. Bomb.
Raw
emotion. Down.
I put perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Raw emotion. I think that a perfect mix is super important, bro. Especially when you go on the radio, sync. You want to be in film, things like that. However, sometimes, bro, it ain't nothing better than the rawest version of that, bro. And it's crazy. It's like some of my most streamed songs right now are like songs where I feel like they have the worst mixes on them, bro. But you got perfect mix. Talk to me, bro.
I'm actually kind of torn in between these. You know what I'm saying? Because of my experience, for real. Like a lot of my songs, just straight raw emotion, and like I be listening to them, like I still can drop this, but damn, this one little piece of it just sounds like it ain't gonna. And then, but like I know what it sounds like to have a perfect. I ain't gonna say perfect, a really good mix. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe that there is no such thing as complete perfection. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
But shit, if I can get closer to it, I will.
Yeah, put that time.
If I can get the closest to it,
spend that time with it. Yeah, get the perfect mix in the mouse, get it right.
But also, it's like a double-edged sword because you try to spend so much time being perfect, fuck around and like
change it totally to something different.
Yeah. It doesn't even have that same feel after trying to work on it for so long. Sometimes you got to put it out, and that's the thing that I'm working on. I got so many songs that I haven't even released. I just need to put them out at this point.
No, for sure, bro. I feel you.
So I can dig that.
All right, cool.
Bro. All right. Next question: smoke or sober creativity?
Sure. Got mine down.
All right, you got yours?
Yeah.
I'm about to say sober creativity. My goof ass said
smoke a blunt. Okay.
I gotta smoke a blunt.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, because I say like majority of what I'm doing right now, I probably am smoking when I'm creating. However, like a lot with this album, bro, was a lot of sober sessions. Them early morning sessions, might be drinking some coffee, got some caffeine in my system, but that's it, bro.
I can dig that.
Yeah. No. Keep something rolled up, though.
And I have, done sessions, you know what I'm saying, without smoking anything, I've done plenty of sessions without smoking, but sometimes like just that little hit of it kind of like puts you in that mode, you know what I'm saying? Not even saying that to like I rely on that, But shit, nigga, it helped.
No, bro, I agree, bro. No, for sure, bro. Yeah, no, put one in the air. We're gonna put one in the air. No, for sure.
All right, cool. Next question.
Let's do it.
Solo zone or team studios? Solo zone or team studios?
Bro, these some hard ones, bro.
Yeah, I'm kind of hard stuck on this one. I probably.
Sure, I got my answer, bro. Bomb.
Solo. I'm the same. I feel
Solo
you on that,
zone, man.
Why you say solo?
I'm gonna speak specifically to the album, bro. A lot of all the songs they were recorded just me. You know what I'm saying? And even though I found a way to be comfortable, even with like the one engineer that I work with outside of myself, I just don't think it's anything like being by myself. I'm able to tap into a different level of vulnerability and transparency. You feel me? Yeah. What about yourself though?
For me, I actually just started like learning how. I always known how to like record myself, but before my computer got messed up, I was recording myself. I got like maybe 20 songs that I recorded on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like just being able to sit in that alone time in that solitude and be able to create like that be super kind of dope and pivotal. You know what I'm saying? As far as being an artist, because those loud team studio sessions, they be cool, they be fun, but sometimes them shits get distracting.
Yeah.
The drinks get to flowing, you slurring your words in the song.
Too
Hey,
much
run that
fun,
back, man.
Too much fun.
Girls being there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then here come the baby oil. All right, next question.
Whoa. Y'all
Next
get
question.
lit in the sessions, bro. Y'all get lit in the sessions.
That was it. Whoa. All right, cool. All right. Last question for this segment.
Okay.
Studio essentials. What has to be there before you record? What do you have to have in the studio in order for you to record?
Let's see. Give me a second on this one.
Let me see what you write. Oh, you writing that? Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna put a few things on there,
Specifics.
bro. Yeah, I put a few things on there. I'm gonna just put 4, bro.
You gonna write it for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna just put 4 on there, bro. My studio essentials, bro.
I ain't writing nothing yet.
Okay,
I'm probably freestyle mine off the top of the brain.
Oh shit! Now let's do it then, cause I'm gonna follow suit with you a little bit then. Okay?
Cool. You want to go first?
Oh, shit, that's cool.
What you got?
Yeah, so I put some of my essentials, bro. It's just having a computer, speakers, microphone. The essentials for me to actually do the job. You feel me? But just like good conversation. You know what I'm saying? Good conversation with people and just having live some new experiences. Give me something to be inspired to actually tap into, and that's enough for me to really like lock in and get something done. You feel me? Yeah. What about yourself?
I would probably have to say what I would have to even be in the studio environment and be prepared to record at all. And I gotta be inspired to.
Yeah. First and foremost.
I need inspiration.
Yeah.
And a comfortable seat.
Okay.
I need to be able to
true story.
I need to be comfortable in there. You know what I'm
story.
saying? I ain't really a pen and pad type of write down on a sheet of paper type, so I'm gonna have my phone so I can write down my lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit a few voice memos if I'm catching the vibe, so I don't forget. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing it myself, then I ain't gonna need an engineer. But if I'm in a studio session, I need a good engineer. You know what I'm saying?
Really locking in with
who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
I gotta sit here and try to coach them through it. You know what I mean? That's just yeah, and a fast computer with good Wi-Fi.
For sure, got to have the Wi-Fi.
You got to have the
Wi-Fi. Yeah,
you got to have the Wi-Fi.
What's the password to the bar?
Yeah, I need that. I need the password.
Trying to connect. Real quick, bro.
Need that. But that was cool though, man.
No, for sure, that was dope.
Super dope to see what you need and you know what I'm saying, how you move and operate when it come down time to get in that studio, get in that booth and create. And you know what I'm saying, put out this awesome music. Yeah. I know you got an album on the way, a super dope project. I'm anticipating on hearing. For sure. You know what I'm saying? We kind of tapped in on that a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited, and it's kind of like let me know what to expect in a way.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
that was dope, bro. That was dope. That was dope, bro. That
was
dope, bro.
Or that. My boy Sabo World, man. Let's get it, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey, let's take our waters and.
You sure you want no Capri Sun over?
I don't want no damn. This is the last segment of this here, and we're gonna call this segment "Into the Thick of It." So, all right, cool. This is where we'll be diving into the deep and the heart of the legacy. Definitely not for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly.
We're unpacking the mindset, the message, and the meaning behind the music, the process, the pressure, and the personal growth that came with it.
For sure.
You ready for this? It might get a little deep. I'm really trying to dive in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I live in the deep end of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So I'm naturally in the middle of the water anyway, bro. Let's do it.
Absolutely, because the people they love to see the music, but they also want to learn the artist. They want to know who they're listening to, what kind of person.
Inside scoop.
Yeah, give them a certain kind of introspect.
You did.
Yeah, I know big words, nigga.
Yeah, you got them.
Hospital bed.
No, for sure. Give me another one.
Porta potty.
One more. Serpentine.
I've been messing that word up all day. All right, we're finna hop right into it, man. All right. The vision and the creative process. All right, bro?
Yes, sir.
First question. Let's start with the album title.
Yeah.
How did that name come to you? And what does it mean to you personally?
Definitely not for everyone. Really just, I was working on some music around this time last year, and I knew I wanted to put something together, and I was just trying to figure out, like, what, but it was just like, where am I at mentally? Where am I at spiritually, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Just where am I at in my real life, bro? And I feel so far removed from everything that is most familiar with me, you know what I'm saying? And that's because I've been making more decisions of just figuring out what it is that I want, what it is that I like, and going after that, regardless of anybody's opinions, anybody's feelings, whatever anybody may have to say, or that what they think, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? And it's been, that message has come out through the production as well as just the musical content, the concepts throughout the songs, you know. So I just really want to hone in on where I'm at personally, because it's just making more sense of my demeanor is just showcasing that too, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm very aware of that. I've been aware of that for a long time, but I've always kind of like tried to fit in and be within groups, but even when I want to fit in, it's like, shit, I still got like a sore thumb, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just embracing that, bro.
Yes, bro. Maintain your individuality, bro. Like I was saying earlier, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn the most about yourself in the quiet time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, kudos to you on that one, man. All right. Tell us about the production and the co-writing together. Like, how did that whole thing play out for you? Yeah,
for sure. Like I told you, all of this music was recorded by myself. It was just me in the studio.
Fire.
Yeah, man, and every beat on here is produced by me as well. A lot of the mixing and mastering is done by my boy Otto Wheels. So he definitely put a lot of his musical touch on the music as well. But a lot of this stuff was just made with me and my feelings. A lot of beats being made in my room where I was at the time, and just being in my feelings and getting those feelings out. And the same thing with the music, bro.
Therapy.
Same thing with the music.
It's all therapy, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's art, you know what I'm saying? Like, we write songs a lot of times, especially like for myself, for example. I write songs and I just make them usually for myself, you know.
That's it. That's important though. That's super important, because like it's easy to be like, man, I hope people like this, or I want to make something people love it. And of course that's a goal. If you're making music and you putting it out to the world to some degree, you have to care what people think. But in the midst of that making it, it's like, fuck with anybody thinking how they gonna fit. Don't worry about that. Like, let that thought be gone. So it's like, the creative ingenuity is just, it's free form. It's just whatever feels most natural and organic. That's what you want to capture in the music, bro. But you right though, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, people need to hear it, bro. You know what I'm saying? People need to hear it. Yeah, it's still art.
People feel, and that's what people feel. I feel like people don't even know they need that, but when you listen to a song, it's like you fall in love with it. You add it to a playlist. You know what I'm saying? Hey, send me that song. Down.
We just went through that.
We literally just did that. Literally just did that.
True story. So now let me ask you this then: what makes this project any different from anything else that you've dropped in the previous time?
I have to say, just truly like the whole process of like making a lot of this stuff on my own, and really like embracing, not caring about like even what my peers, how they may feel about it, or you know what I'm saying? I'm really just focused on how I feel about the music with this one. You know what I'm saying? It's a process where it's been very few people involved in it on this one at all, and I think that's one of the main things. Is just, it's really like what I think, what I feel. Just, it's me. It's my expression, and it hasn't been altered by anything or anyone else for the most part. You know what I'm saying? That's like the biggest part of it.
Steady growing, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I rock with it. All right. Now, what was the overall vision behind the visuals, and how do they tie into the album's main message?
Man, with the visuals, I really just wanted to give people like, you know, I put out a lot of music to where I didn't really give people an interpretation. You know, I just allowed them to just have their own interpretations, which I think that's necessary. But with this one, I just felt like this go around, I needed to give some type of interpretation so people could really understand the artistry or understand me a little bit more, just like with this interview. Just giving them some character, giving them some, you know, a little bit of my animations, you know, because sometimes I like to stay to myself and don't give too much, but I understand the importance of people being able to like see, because you need people to connect. You need people to be able to relate. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of high energy. Each visual was within its own realm or world, I guess. You know, they were very distinctive of their own style with the songs, the music. But I just, you know, just wanted to give people something that they can actually like grab and hold on to experience the music in a different way.
I feel that. And I always tell artists too, bro, like, it's one thing just to have the music, but people want to see you.
Yeah, they want to see you. They want to feel this shit.
They want, and that'll like, sometimes I know I hear a song and I'm like, okay, this is a dope song, but when they drop a song with a visual with it, I'm like, okay, now
like, oh, I love this though.
I love it now.
Yeah.
I love it now.
Yeah.
That's how it be.
Yeah.
All right. How did the album cover come together? Like, what was the process for that? Like, what was the inspiration?
Man, so I be microdosing this shit on the mushroom, the psilocybin, you feel me? I take that you know a little something about that too.
Yeah.
So you know, I had just pretty much like implemented that in within my artistry with a lot of music that I released last year, and it's been a continuation. But you know, the cover art is symbolic because it's like it's a pill bottle filled with pill capsules, and on top of it, it's a label that says definitely not for everyone. But at the bottom of it, you know, it says the chaos and the cure. And this just kind of circles back to the chaotically organized part of my sound and style. You know, some of my music can be like lit, like turned, like it's hard hitting 808s. It's, you know what I'm saying? It can be some high energy music,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But some of the subject matter may be something that's speaking about solitude and you know, being one with yourself and finding peace. You know, it's just a nice balance. And that's like the I guess what's the word I'm looking for, bro?
I got it. Versatility.
Nah, that ain't the word I'm looking for. That was a good one though. But now, like the symbolic meaning of the pill capsules, like it's like we said earlier, music is medicine, and this music specifically is like some of the subject matter you might not like it. It might go against your belief system, or it might just make you look at life differently. You know what I'm saying? However, that could potentially be good for you. You know, just seeing things from a different point of view. So you know, it's just my form of medicine for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Super excited to hear that project, man.
Sure.
All right, cool. Finna hop into this mindset. Super
Okay.
brain.
Talk to me.
All right, cool. What was your mindset when choosing the order of the songs? Like, cause you know how that go, bro. You gotta have like a good intro song. You know, some people start their projects with skits and you know what I'm saying, waves crashing. You know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But like, what was it like for you when picking your songs?
The process is like it started off where I had my songs picked, but I start off pretty much from just having what's my main concept, what's my main theme for the entirety of this album, and with knowing how I want it to sound gives me an idea of how I want it to flow. And from knowing the flow that I want, I'm then able to kind of like piece together, okay, do I want this to start off super slow, or, you know, we starting off high tempo, high energy with Podium, so, you know what I'm saying, we gonna well, before I knew I was gonna pick Podium, I knew that sound would fit within, okay, we can start high.
The video is on the way.
Oh yeah, we just shot that today. Showed up. But yeah, just knowing the flow of the format that I want to present, then I'm able to kind of like pick songs. Once I have songs picked, I'm now playing with them, playing top to bottom, playing from the bottom of the track list to the top, just seeing how they flow. You know what I'm saying? And you play with songs, move them around, add songs, you might record a few more. You know what I'm saying? But once I know that the main concept of the entirety of the album, I then kind of know how I want it to flow, and from there it's kind of like downhill for me.
All right, cool. So now, I know you said you had to pick the songs a certain way. You had to figure that out. So let me ask you this then: what is your favorite song on the project? Like, and what's the message behind it?
My favorite song. Damn.
I know it's tough.
I got a favorite verse on there, bro. I don't know if I could pick a favorite one song. I have to say Save Yourself would be my favorite one song, though. Save Yourself. And it's just as the title says, bro. It's very cinematic. It's monumental music. But it just dives deep into my mindset of where I'm at now, where it's like, I don't really look to any external factors in order to change any circumstances in my life. I just kind of wake up and just go about it as, what can I do day in and day out in order to change my circumstances? How can I, you know what I'm saying, make a difference for myself? Because for the longest, bro, I just kind of like always felt as if somebody would come and just, you know what I'm saying, make sure all my, whatever stress I got going on. But it never really happened for me in that manner, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I figured out, like, okay, if I'm in a hole, like, shit, I can attempt to climb out of this shit. Like, It wasn't until I actually attempted climbing out the hole that certain things actually aligned within my life. So, that song is big for me. I think that might be like one of the main portions of the entire album. Now that I'm thinking about it right now. But yeah, bro, Save Yourself. Save Yourself would have to be my answer for that.
I kind of want to ask him to like spit like a little piece of it, but I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all let the anticipation build. You know what I'm saying? All right. What was the process behind choosing the beats and the collaborators?
I mean, the beats is just I'm making stuff, you know, day in and day out at the time. I'm just in that mode. Like, I know I'm making a lot of music, so I know I need beats.
You do make beats as well.
Yeah, no, I make some heat though. Bro.
One man band, man.
You feel me? Make some heat for sure. It's just honestly in the studio, bro. It's really just if I have a bundle of beats to listen to, I'm just kind of like, I'm having conversations with myself. I might call a friend or something, but I'm just like, how do I feel right now? You know? Because I think it's easy just to like follow a format and make a song because I know how to make a song. But it's like, I might not want to make that kind of song. So I just, you know, gave myself some time just to, how do I really feel right now? And just allowed that to speak. You know, when I heard something that kind of caught, okay, cool, let's just go with that. You know, it's not, I don't really like to overthink the process. It's just all about how I feel in that moment for real.
Yeah, because we know I've experienced that, like trying to get in the studio and make a song and like, okay, it start off fire, then you start overthinking it too much. You're like, I kind of lost the vibe.
Yeah.
And then you want to come back to it and you listen to it later, be like, what the fuck was I even doing?
What is this?
All right. You touch on a lot of things around growth and change, right?
Yeah.
What's been your hardest personal lesson so far?
Man, I have to say believing in myself, bro. It's been like a lifelong struggle, bro. And it's just being honest, like, right, that's still something I deal with right now. You know what I'm saying? Just believing in myself, bro. Just knowing one, that I'm capable of anything that I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I can't really explain why. Like, it's nature versus nurture. I could break it down to like my upbringing within my social network, or is it just coded in my DNA that I'm a certain way or whatever, but just always figuring out ways to prove myself right. Like, okay, bro, if I want to be an artist, okay, I could do that. I want to make beats. I don't know if I can, and I could do that. Like, that's been like the biggest battle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just blocking out any outside noise of I can't or whatever. Because sometimes, you know, you have thoughts in your mind and you hear certain words or phrases or sentences and you hear your voice in your mind. So you think this, man, it's like, nah, bro, them ain't my thoughts. You know, just learning how to fine tune the noise. You know what I'm saying? Blocking out the interference, bro, and tapping into the intuition.
And
shut up.
One of the first steps I think is, you know, just acknowledging that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, why do I feel this way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then redirecting that energy and then, you know, putting it into something else. You know what I mean? Hence music. You know, jumping into music. You know what I mean?
Bro. Exactly.
It's it's a beautiful mess. That's the best way I can explain
exactly,
that shit,
bro. Exactly.
It's beautiful, but god damn if it ain't a mess.
Man, look, beautiful pain, beautiful mess is that's the beauty of it, bro. Because you can't have one without the other, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have it's two sides to that coin,
balance, bro. It's a balance to it, bro.
Yeah.
All right. And if art stopped being profitable tomorrow, would you still do it? If niggas stop getting paid tomorrow.
Shit, what if niggas ain't getting paid today?
I don't tell you, bro. I don't tell you, bro.
Nah, look,
niggas already doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know
It's been that for a while. And I was having a conversation recently where it's like, bro, even if I never ever made $1, and don't get me wrong, bro,
that'd
like,
be nice.
It's deserved. It's well deserved, bro.
Absolutely.
We ain't half stepping with what we doing. We professionals with what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this shit ain't as step by step like going to college or working a job that can tell you how to get promoted. It's just not as organized or outlined like that.
That delayed.
But we still doing this shit professionally. But it's just like, even if I never made $1, bro, I still make music because music has changed my life in ways that I can't even really explain it, bro.
You can't even put a price on it.
Because it's something that you tap into on a spiritual level for real. So it's like it's like a form of I don't know, like meditation. It's therapeutic to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, to answer your question, we gonna keep it going regardless. But the money coming. It got to come. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's already here. We just gotta reach out and
for sure.
Grab that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Grab a little more. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. What has been your biggest lesson during the creation of this album? What's something that you can take away from the whole thing? And you probably hadn't even gotten to that part yet, but like, what do you think is your biggest lesson so far with creating this album?
Damn. Biggest lesson with creating this album. That's a good question, bro. I hadn't really put myself in the hindsight position to get in.
See, this is good then. This is like a therapy session. Why do you feel this way?
Man, the biggest lesson throughout the process of this album, I just have to say this, bro. It's bigger than me. It's a lot bigger than me.
Great answer.
Cause I'm just be honest. There's some songs I was uncomfortable with, like adding to the playlist, because they were uncomfortable songs to make. But that doesn't mean they're bad songs or they're not good songs. Just I know that there's gonna be somebody that can receive something from some of them songs though, so that's why they definitely on there. Mm-hmm. But just saying that to say like it's bigger than me in so many ways, even with like shooting music videos throughout that process, being able to actually like hire people to create this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm essentially like creating jobs with what I'm doing. So it's like it's so many ways of like understanding this shit bigger than me. You know, it's a lot of times where it's like you're doing something and you know it's easy to get caught up with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I have to say the biggest lesson is just like this shit bigger than me. You know, that I think that's something that'll help me to stay grounded with moving forward in this, because sometimes, you know, it's easy to get caught up in like, I don't got the money that I think I'm supposed to have, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, you gotta have something to keep you grounded. And I just say that would have to be one of the lessons, because I think that's like unconsciously a thought that I kind of like fall back on when need be. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Great answers, bro. Shit, man. That concludes this segment of the Into the Thick of It.
For sure. You
know what I'm saying?
That was dope.
Yeah. You're doing some real exceptional work, my brother.
Appreciate it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of wise words coming from a respectable man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Sabo World.
Yes, sir.
MARLY St.Cloud. Signing out. Until next time.
Yeah. Sure you don't want to pre-sign though, bro.
Man.